Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Dion back with a daily Fanduel lineup for this NBA slate. January 12th. Um, took like the last 2 days off. I just played like the little All Star free rolls. Cause I usually don't focus on NBA on Sundays, and yesterday was a horrible slate. So I'm back at it today. We'll be back at it tomorrow as well. So right now, if you're probably looking at this lineup, be like, this guy's crazy. Um. I'm gonna attack this slate. This is gonna be most likely my. I'm not saying this lineup particularly, but I'm about to enter this GPP lineup, so $1 single entry. So yeah, I'm trying to attack this as a tournament lineup. As you guys can see, this is pretty much a tournament lineup. You got Shabazz Muhammad. What is he? 3,800 playing around 26 to 30 minutes. Zebo coming off the bench. Minutes aren't reliable, so and this is not necessarily gonna be my lineup, but these are some of the players that I like, so that I'm going through my pool of players. So right now we're gonna start off with just the point guard. The point guards I'm looking at will be Westbrook, Tyreek Evans, Kyrie. You got Michael Carter Williams there. Who else? And Drew Holiday. Those are mainly the point guards I'm looking at right now. I just put in Westbrook there just to fill some salary. Um, but thing I like about Westbrook, man, his upside is crazy, man. He's priced at he's priced at 11K pretty much, and that was around his price last year when he didn't have any Durant. So for him to still be at that price this year is telling you how good he's been playing, even with Durant. It's like Durant's taking the back seat. He's Batman now, so his usage is through the roof. I think he's number one in usage rate in the NBA. We can actually go check that out real quick. Hold on, just to make sure. I just want to make sure real quick. This is not him, it's Curry, so I know it has to be one of those two guys. So let's check real quick. Uh, Usage rate for all players, and of course, is Russell Westbrook, and then we have him playing 35 minutes a game. Um, the only thing that's scaring me off of Westbrook is a possible blowout. But if this game stays close, I definitely left him a lot. There should be no way he doesn't hit 60 on the Timberwolves. Man, has a pretty good individual matchup with Ricky Rubio, so I'm looking forward to that. As far as the next point guard I got, but there is a big downside. It's high upside, but it's a chance for a blowout, man. I think OKC second behind the Spurs with the blowout, so there's a chance the defense has been bad lately. So, um, hey, who knows? They might be able to keep it close. And if you guys can see, I got Shabazz and Wiggins, so kind of expect this game to stay close enough to the point where Westbrook still sees 35 plus minutes. So, um, right now, next I got Tyreek Evans. The Lakers have just been horrible at point guard. The only thing that scares me off a little bit is if AD is possibly playing. I think that takes away some of his uses because Drew Holiday's been balling the last two games and he's playing over 35 minutes. So if AD comes back, it'll be and Tyreek Evans already at his peak price with all those guys. So if AD comes back, that kind of messes things up a little bit. He's starting at point guard, but he usually slides down to the three at points in the game. He starts off, so I'm pretty like he'll start off maybe the first 6 minutes at point guard. Then when they do the first subs, he'll slide down because Drew Holiday comes in at point guard and whatnot. So still like Tyreek Evans, the Lakers. I don't really see them be able to defend anybody. They're like last in defense efficiency, so they're giving up a lot of points. Last in defense efficiency, and then you got Tyreek Evans who does it all. 6'5" point guard. He's a ball handler. He's a playmaker. So let's look what he's been doing lately. Let's see what he's done without AD the last two games. So 43, 46. It's pretty safe to me. He's playing close to 40 minutes. So he's definitely in play. I think he's a pretty good cash game play and a tournament play as well. So like Tyreek here. Next we got Kyrie, man. This is a bit of a risk. Let me go. I wrote some things down about Kyrie that I like. Let me go to my list or whatever. Kyrie thing I like. His price dropped. It only dropped 200, but it's pretty much good for me. So he's at a reasonable price. It's projected to be a 198 over under. This is where I like to go to look at the over unders. Daily Fantasy Cafe. Um, where's this game? Yeah, so right there you can see it's projected to be 102 to 96. Put up a hundred, over 100 points. I think the pace be pretty good. Not the greatest, but Dallas giving up about 42 Fanduel points to point guards. You got Kyrie with his high usage rate. I think it's over 30s in the last week or so. Um, his ceiling, man, his ceiling is through the roof. So I like him more for upside. It's a road game. I think they'll have to score a lot more. Uh, and the only things that can stop me from playing him. Maybe thinking about LeBron because he's been balling last couple of games. In the pace. I'm not sure the pace of the game. And Dallas has been better this year defensively, but uh, let's go look at something real quick. This is why I like to look at NBA advanced stats. I like to go look at the usage rates. And I think here we go, Cleveland Cavaliers. And I like to put it by date, so we'll just go from the second when he's been playing his most. So I'll go look at the usage rate there. Mo Williams has the number one 30, but he's not playing a lot of minutes a game. He's only played 8 minutes since January 2nd. So right there, you got Kyrie averaging around 32, 30. So at those amount of minutes, his usage rate is 31.5. It's higher than LeBron, higher than J.R. Smith, higher than Kevin Love. Uh, let's go look. Even in the games that he didn't do good in, let's see. It was the Philly and Minnesota game. So we're gonna go to the eighth. Let's go look at his usage rate. Real quick. So I like NBA advanced stats over ESPN. His usage rate has been 27 the last two games, and that was with LeBron having the best matchup. So he's still having a high usage rate. So against a team like the Mavericks, where they're struggling against point guards, I think that would be even higher in the game, especially on a road game. He's gonna look to score a lot more, and he's definitely gonna. I think he's gonna be forced to play 32 minutes because his game is gonna stay close. This is a game they'll need him in. You see, he played 34 against Washington, so definitely like Kyrie here, man. His floor, I mean, his ceiling is through the roof. His floor might not be as good as you want because you got players like J.R. Smith taking a million shots. You got Kevin Love on your team, another star. So, and you got LeBron, the superstar. So, uh, that's the only thing. That's my only knock on Kyrie. But I do like him for the upside, man. I don't think he'll be over 10% owned today, and that's kind of what you like in tournaments. So, Kyrie, think I'm looking at him heavily, man. I definitely like him today. So. Next, we'll go to Michael Carter Williams. The one knock I have on Michael Carter Williams, we'll go look at that too, is that usage rate, man. You would think that with OJ Mayo, Jared Bayless down, that he would have a higher usage rate, but it doesn't. Uh, if you look at it, Chris Middleton has the highest usage. Greg Monroe, Plumlee has a high. I mean, Plumlee, you look at his minutes, he's not really playing much. But in the last 2 days, he has a 22 usage rate, so last two games. So that's pretty decent, but you wish it be higher. Let's go. When did Bayless go down again? I'm making this video a lot longer and stretching it out, but nah. We went down the fifth, so we'll go look from the fifth to see what we've been doing. It's been now 3 games, so let's go run it. Yeah, my Carter Williams, he's hovering around there at 20, so it's pretty decent. Not the greatest for what you think a point guard, but at his price, he's only 6,900. It's pretty ideal. He's been lighting up the Bulls almost every time he's played them. They had a big matchup in the playoffs where they was just going back and forth. He was having great games. Look what he did last time: 37 minutes, 20 points, 12 assists, three rebounds, 2 steals, only 2 turnovers. So if he's getting you 40 at that price and he only needs 35, that's great. Look at that. Like, look at the floor, man, and good matchups. He has the upside of 50, man, if he's playing 40 minutes. He got you 43 versus the Bulls. Got you 33 against the Spurs, who do pretty well against point guards. So, they're that good. I think that was a blowout, too, so I'm not quite sure. But Michael Carter Williams, he's shown the upside, so I like him there. I don't know if I'm liking him more than I'm liking Kyrie for upside, but I like him a lot there, too. So we'll move on. What was my knock on him? Because I like to write stuff down so I don't forget it. Oh no, Molly Knox was on him was usage under 20 really, but we saw it was basically at 20. I think I had read it wrong earlier. So Michael Carter Williams a lovely cash game play. I don't think you could go wrong. Plug him into your cash games. I don't think he'll get less than 30, 35 points. So he won't kill your lineups if anything. Um, and last but not least, Drew Holiday, man. Drew Holiday's played 35 plus minutes the last two games with AD out. Lakers are literally the worst team against point guards. His usage rate is way up with AD out. And 6,200, man, for a point guard with playing 38 plus minutes. Let's go look at the minutes. Played 35 and 36 in the last two games. With AD out, his usage rate is through the roof. Let's go look at those dates again. Okay, the 8 and the 6. So we'll go from the 8th for the NBA stats. Let's just see what his usage rate is at against one of the. Okay. Oh, I didn't even change the team. Where's New Orleans? Here we go. So, Drew Holiday, 30.3 usage rate, and I'm pretty sure they accounted for AD's 3 minutes. So, it'll be even higher today. I'm guessing against the Lakers. Pelicans, I'm not even worried about a blowout. The Pelicans don't blow out anybody. They have one of the worst defensive efficiencies as well. So, Drew Holiday, I'm thinking about if you can't go wrong with him in cash games, man. His price is too good, especially if you want to pay up for somebody else. Can't really turn down Drew Holiday. Literally the worst team against point guards, and he's at 6,200, and we know what talent he has, and he's gonna play 3,500. Excuse me, 35 plus minutes today. So I'm loving me some Drew Holiday. There's the only knock on him is if AD plays, and I'm not quite sure about AD playing. So pretty much you can just lock him in your cash games and move on with your day. There's nothing else to be said about Drew Holiday. He's a great player. So 35 minutes against the worst team against point guards. Give me that every day. So I like it. I like that. And with that being said, I'm done with point guards. Let's move on to shooting guards. This is where things get a little tricky for me. Jimmy Butler, man, he just exploded against Milwaukee. But I always respected Milwaukee as a good defensive team. But when you go look at the defensive efficiency, they just been horrible, man. They're up there in the bottom five too, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go. I don't want to give you guys false stats, so let's go look at it real quick. And now, Chris Middleton, Giannis, they're good defenders, but for some reason their team defense is horrible. They're actually the second worst behind Lakers and Pelicans, so they're right there in the top three. So in front of Pelicans, but behind the Lakers. So Jimmy Butler, let's go take a look at his usage rate because that's on. Let's clicking the wrong thing. Chicago. Let's just go to the 5. Let's see what he's been at. His usage rate hasn't been through the roof, so 8,700. He's definitely a tournament play for me only, man. But he's just shown that he can go off against the Bucks. So if you're really feeling that recency bias, you can go ahead and roster Jimmy Butler. He's probably gonna play 40 minutes again today too. I'm not so certain about 32 points and 10 assists again though. So that's probably why I'm likely gonna fade him. But he's definitely a good tournament option if you don't feel like paying up for Harden. There's not too many places to pay up for today for me. So. I wouldn't be surprised if I end up playing Jimmy Butler today, just because I think he has a nice floor in that game against one of the worst defensive teams. So, um, the individual matchup isn't the best. I'll say his pal, but Jimmy Butler, he's just showing you what he's done. So, next I like Giannis. The individual matchup for him is pretty good. He's going against Nikola Mirotic. I don't think Mirotic can guard anybody. Giannis just had a great game against the Bulls. 18.7 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block, 4 steals. And that's the thing with the Bulls, man. That defense hasn't been as good as it used to under Hoiberg. So Giannis, man, he's in a great matchup. 6,800. That's not even his peak price, man. He's exploded for way more than 39 plenty of times before. He had 39 against OKC, bad defense. Chicago isn't that good of a defense. Let's see where they rank in efficiency. on actually pretty up there in efficiency, 99. But these games between Minnesota, Milwaukee, and Chicago always end up being high scoring and close. So I like Giannis to put up a decent amount today. Then next we got Monta Ellis. I'm loving Monta Ellis, man. The Suns are actually the worst team against shooting guards. Yeah, he's putting up about a 22 usage rate. It's 204 over under. I think they're projected to win by like 9 or something like that. Let's go take a look. Uh, shooting guard. Okay, 107.97. Yeah, so they're projected to win by 10. The only problem I have is with this game possibly being blown out. Phoenix Suns don't really have enough offensive power, but if somehow they can keep this close enough to where the starters have to play like deep into the fourth quarter, man, I'm definitely loving Monta Ellis, man. He probably has the best matchup in this game. Um, I'm interested to see if they'll go small ball, if they'll put Paul George or CJ Miles back at the four, because they've been sticking with the Lavoy Allen, the Mahimi lineup. So I don't know if it's because they had to like match up with other teams or they're just sticking with that lineup from now on because CJ Miles and I guess their defense probably was suffering. I'm not quite sure, but yeah, I'm loving Monta Ellis at 6,300. Let's look what he's been doing recently. He's basically been the point guard for this team if you really pay attention. 13, 8, 7, 9, 7, 5, 6. So he's been doing his thing, man. He's playing 34, 35 minutes a game. It seems like he's touching that a lot. 35, 34, 34, 33, 35, 36, 36, 37. So I'm loving his minutes. Consistency is there. What's the lowest he's gotten? The lowest he's gotten is 20. Okay, 21. I was against a Milwaukee team, man. I could see him. I could see why. Um, but yeah, man. Anything. The only knock on him is a possible blowout, man. PG has the highest usage on his team. I think he's around 30%, so that could take him away a little bit. But I still think Monte has the best matchup here. Love him in tournaments. Think he could even be a Cavs game play, man. He's not gonna kill you. You need about 30, 32 from him. And the least I can see him getting is 28 in this game. So everything sets up perfect for him. So I love him a lot today. Especially tournaments, cash game doesn't really matter. We'll move on now. Lou Williams, 6 man, like I'm Lou Will. Uh, Lou Will, Pelicans. We know they've been bad against shooting guards all season. Lou Will, we all know what his upside is, and in a high scoring game like I project this to be, especially if Kobe Bryant is out, oh my god, you have to play. I think you have to play Lou Williams at this price, even with D'Angelo Russell, Clarkson there. Let's just go take a look. Let's see how long Kobe missed last game. Let's go look at the 10th. See what was Lou Williams' usage rate in the 10th. Okay. All right. Let's go Lakers. And that's the thing, man. I really like to factor into everything: pace, over, under, usage rate, matchup. Man, you really gotta take those into 34.5 in the last game without Kobe. Let's just we're gonna broaden it up. We're gonna go back to the second, see what is with Kobe. So 37. We don't really count Ryan Kelly. He doesn't play, and he still had a 30 usage rate with Kobe still playing a lot. So Lou Will, man, in a great matchup like this, I project this. Let's go see what Vegas has this as. A 102 to 99 over under. Lakers at home. I definitely love Lou Williams in this matchup. D'Angelo Russell coming off an ankle injury. Not quite sure how healthy and how many touches he'll get. But Lou Will, I don't think you can get. I think he's probably the safest shooting guard on the board today. He's getting you the minutes, 32, 35, 32. And if Kobe's out, 34. Like, look at this, man. You can't turn down consistency, man. His ceiling is through the roof. Just see he dropped 44 on OKC. That shows you how bad OKC defense is. And then we get New Orleans Pelicans defense, one of the third worst in the league as far as efficiency. So, definitely love Lou Will here. Not really nothing bad I can say about him, man. I definitely think you could just lock him in here. Only problem I'm having with him is I hate leaving a bunch of salary, man. We'll see at the end. I'm gonna make a lineup at the end, see if I can mix him in there somewhere. And then after Lou Will, There's really not any other shooting guard I'm really looking forward to playing. All these are a wash pretty much for me. It's either Giannis, Butler, uh, Ellis, and Lou Will. So it's about yeah, Giannis, Monta, Lou Will, and Jimmy Butler. Four shooting guards I'm looking at today. After that, I'm moving on. So small forward, not really looking at any of these high price guys. I think Kevin Durant get a decent matchup with Andrew Wiggins. Andrew Wiggins, pretty good defender. Paul George doesn't have the best matchup possible. Blowout, so 9K too much. Melo, he has had some pretty good games against Boston, but I don't know how far. I don't know about the upside today. When there's pretty much some good value at small forward, Middleton. I love him a lot, man. He's actually been killing, man. His usage rate is way up, minutes way up. He's playing close to 40 every night. Against a Bulls defense, he just lit up. So just had 41 the other day against them on the road. So at home, I think it'll be an even better situation for him. So those guys, I'm looking at Middleton. Um, I don't know what it is, but the Bulls defense, Jimmy Butler's individual defense isn't bad, but for some reason, been seeing the Bulls struggle against shooting guards sometimes. Man, they just got killed by the Wizards. Garrett Temple had 25, I think. Garrett Neal went off. Sessions went off. Well, as far as value goes, but I think Sessions had 30. So Sessions, Temple, Porter had 30. So that's just showing you the small forward, shooting guard, point guard spot. The freaking Drew Gooden had 30. They're just they're just not that good, man. So the defense, I don't know what it is with them. Sometimes they clamp up, sometimes they don't. So uh, against this Bucks team, they always been high scoring and close. So I think Middleton can have a great game here. Wiggins, I'm all over Wiggins, man. OKC can't defend the shooting guards. Uh, and by some reason, their defense, every time I avoid the game because I think it's going to be a blowout, the game ended up being close. And I think if this game has any chance of being close, it's because of Andrew Wiggins. So I like his tournament upside. I don't know about cash games because there is a chance of a blowout. So Andrew Wiggins, loving him here. Other small forwards I'm liking. There's really not too many. Jeff Green, I'm not quite sure because we just saw what happened last game. The offense wasn't looking good. They put in Zebo to play the four, and now his minutes probably be down. It all depends. If Matt Barnes is out, then Jeff Green against Ariza, it's not a favorable matchup. So um, we all know the Rockets struggle against power forwards. Let's go take a look real quick. They're one of the worst teams on the season against power forwards. So if Jeff Green is starting at power forward, I don't have no problem with it. They're averaging 50 Fanduel points. Power forwards are averaging 50 Fanduel points against the Rockets. So Jeff Green's his usage rate is pretty good. It's behind Zebo. I think it's only second behind Zebo's usage rate. So let's go check it out. And there's also a chance that Conley comes back and take away some of his usage. So uh, definitely gotta pay attention to that as well. Let's just go look real quick. Zebo, so Conley's 24, Gasol's 23, Chalmers 23, Jeff Green 19. So if he's definitely not, I think they'll start Zebo today, man. I'm not quite sure, but I think Zebo's gonna start today. I think this is a matchup where you want to play big against freaking Capella, who's a rebound machine. You got Terrence Jones, then of course Dwight, but Dwight center, so it doesn't really matter. But um, yeah, man, I'm just gonna avoid Jeff Green most likely. Then Shabazz Muhammad, man, against an OKC defense who has been playing good. And let's say and put it like this, man. If OKC starts to blow them out, man, I think Shabazz is still gonna see his minutes. And I think he'll still have some good production because he's coming off the bench. He's not starting anyway. He's filling in for Tayshaun, and he's been pretty consistent, man. 3,800. He's pretty much at minimum price. All you want from him is 20, and he's giving you 22, 26 in the last two games against pretty high defenses. So in a game like this where OKC's been struggling, giving up over 100 points like almost every game, um, definitely think Shabazz could be a valid play at 3,800, playing 25, 28 minutes. So like him there, small forward. I'm not really liking too much, man. Truth be told. Um, if I'm gonna pay up for any small forward, though, I was gonna give any of these high price small forwards a chance. It'd either be Damn, I don't even now. I'm thinking about it. Kawhi, because I expect Detroit to be a close game, and Melo, man, just because we see he's had a pretty decent game against Boston. 29, 10, 2, 42 points. So, and now he's on the road, and now he's at home. He gets a good matchup, so decent matchup. I don't say a good matchup. So, anything's happening. He's a lead scorer. So, after that, there's really not too many guys I'm looking at, but the main three guys I'm looking at is Middleton, Wiggins, and Shabazz Muhammad. So I'm likely gonna play Middleton in my cash games with Wiggins, and we're gonna allocate the salary somewhere else. So uh, right now we're on power forward. Power forwards I'm looking at Kevin Love, Zebo, Ryan Anderson. Who else was I looking at? John Lure, and I think there was somebody else I was looking at. Maybe I forgot because I didn't write down power forwards. I got lazy, so I usually got a notebook where I write down all my favorite plays at the position. But yeah, those are the main four guys, man. Let's start off with Kevin Love, man. We all know the Mavericks aren't that good against power forwards. You got Kevin Love, one of the best power forwards. He's a stretch four at that. There should be no ways Dirk should be able to hang with him. Kevin Love's probably gonna go to work on him, to be honest. And if this game is high scoring like it's projected to be, Cavs expected to put up like around 102 points. I think Kevin Love can have a huge part of that, man. I think this is a day where LeBron takes the backseat to Kyrie and Love, man. I really do, honestly. I believe that. So, uh, Kevin Love, man, against the Mavericks per 48, man, 45.89 Fanduel points a game to power forward. So, definitely loving some Kevin Love, man. I don't even know if there's anything like I don't even know if there's any downside to playing Kevin Love except for if freaking Kyrie or LeBron goes nut or JR goes nut. Well, you can always say that. So yeah, I think that's actually the only downside is the possible usage rate of LeBron and Kyrie taking away some of his value. So, but I think his matchup is so good that they'll actually want to feed him. So definitely love Kevin Love in tournaments, cash games. I'm kind of iffy, but there really isn't too many power forwards that I can trust today besides Kevin Love, so I'm gonna lean towards him anyway. Uh, Zebo, yo, I hope he starts. Matter of fact, I hope he doesn't start because I really want to play him in tournaments. I hope recency bias doesn't have people on him, but if he's playing 28, 30 minutes at backup center power forward against the Rockets, I'm loving this matchup. Should be no way that Capella or Terrence Jones should be able to guard him if they use Montrezl Harrell. So I'm definitely loving Zebo at 6,800. Let's see what he did last game again. 25 points, 13 rebounds. He's probably not going to get 25 and 13, but I can definitely see him getting 20 and 10 easily. That's 30 right there, and then he gets some assists, maybe some blocks or steals. Should be pretty attainable for him, for Zebo. And the Rockets defense isn't that good as well. Let's go see where they rank efficiency. Uh, Houston 105 defensive efficiency. Now let's go see what they're actually giving up. I think they're one of the bottom teams. Hold on. Let's go. Opponent points. Let's go see. Houston's actually, yeah, so the efficiency is right along with the actual scoring, man. Giving up about 105 points a game. So I think Grizzlies have a chance. The only thing, my only knock on Zebo is that the Grizzlies play so slow, man. They're one of the slowest teams in the NBA, man. Um, they have to be bottom three in pace. It has to be probably the Jazz, Grizzlies, and maybe the Heat. So let's go take a look at that real quick. Pace, another one on the bottom. Let's go check it out. Oh no, they're actually above the Spurs. Cleveland's up there with slows pace, but I think that's gonna change with Kyrie back. It's different when you have Dellavedova and freaking Mo Williams running the point guard. You want to run things slow, and LeBron's trying to pace himself so he doesn't get injured. But yeah, man, Grizzlies pace. Damn, I really thought it would be bottom three, but it's still kind of slow, man, for their standards. But let's go see what Vegas has this projected as. 99, 98, man, 100 points. I think Zebo could have a big part to do with that. So, but I'm also scared with Conley back, man, because Conley definitely loves that pick and roll with Gasol all day. So, Conley's back, I'll be hesitant on Zebo, but for right now, I'm liking him. 6,800 is not a bad deal at all. It's not a bad price. Then next we have Ryan Anderson, and I'm still Porzingis out there, man. I don't know what it is, but he just never wants to, like, when everybody's high on him, he never wants to go off. So I know he's probably gonna drop 40 a day because I'm not even looking at him. But Ryan Anderson, if AD's out, there's not much more to be said. Lakers horrible defense. 5,500 for a guy, a stretch forward that can shoot. Let's go see what the Lakers rank against power forwards. I don't even think it matters though. I'll probably just lock him in my cash games regardless because there shouldn't be any reason why he couldn't hit 30 points against the Lakers. So 44.13 Fanduel points a game to the power forwards. Ryan Anderson, I think he has a high usage rate as well. Let's go check it out real quick. I know this video is probably like 50, like at 30 minutes right now. I don't even do videos this long, but for some reason I was bored and I was like, hey, I'll extend it this time around. So 22.5 usage rate. Let's go see what he did last game. Let's see. Hold on. Oh yeah, so he had a 21.8 usage rate with AD out because remember only showing 3 minutes, so he got injured in the first 3 minutes. Oh my god, I played him that day too. I was stressed, but Ryan Anderson definitely somebody we could plug in. Definitely go Ryan Anderson. I have no problem with that. After that though, it's not too many guys I can trust. Oh yeah, I said I like John Lure. Jabari Park has been playing some consistent minutes. Don't think the matchup was good for him against Taj Gibson though. Clint Capella, maybe Dwight just has a random back spasm and and shoot around something like that. Um, Larry Nance Jr. He's been getting a bunch of minutes, 37 the last time out, so he's definitely in play. But I think Bass was out. Let me check something. Brandon Bass, did he miss last game? Oh yeah, he missed last game, so that's why he played 37. So if Bass plays, it's gonna drop. Teletovic is always a nice tournament play. He plays center sometimes. Again, 23, 24, 27, 23. His minutes, points has been pretty consistent. He's pretty much been almost a point per minute type of guy. So I definitely think he'll get something here, but I'm not gonna take that chance with him. It's not really worth it today. Um, here he goes, John Lure. 26 minutes, 24. I think he can actually get up to 30 today, man. With Tyson Chandler, with Alex Len being out, man, I definitely think he'll get a bump. Seems like Markieff Morris is still in the doghouse. He's not really getting a lot of minutes. I think he played six. Yep, 6 minutes last time out against the Heat. So I'm not sure if they'll be unleashing him yet, but I'm definitely sold on. Let's see how many. Hold on, I want to check something out. How many minutes did Len play? Oh, Len played 13, so yeah, I definitely think some of those would be allocated towards John Lure to play around 30. Tyson Chandler, let's see how much he played. He played around 26, so there's a chance he'll get to around 30. Only problem I have is this game might be a blowout. I think Pacers have a pretty decent defense, so there's definitely a chance of a blowout. So I'll skip there. That's about it for power forward for me. If you're brave enough, you can play John Henson at 3,600. Let's see what he did. Yeah, he only had 15 against Chicago. Mints aren't up there for him, but he's a guy that usually gets a whole bunch of blocks and he'll have like 20 points in like 15 minutes because he gets a whole bunch of blocks and rebounds. So, center, I really don't like center today. The only guys I'm looking at really Greg Monroe, if he can play 30 minutes consistently, man, if he can just give me 30, if he plays 33 again, definitely loving him in this matchup. He has the highest usage rate on Milwaukee right now, so should definitely be able to have a good game against Powell. Then next you got who else I was looking at? Maybe Gasol back with Conley if Conley plays because they work well together. So you can definitely the only thing with him he hasn't hit value consistently is enough for me, so gonna fade him. Pachulia has been pretty safe, but I'm not ever paying 6,700 for Pachulia unless they can guarantee he's gonna play 40 minutes or something like that, something crazy like that. But he's been consistent as can be 31, 33, 33, 33 every six, so pretty safe. As far as centers, man, the only guys I'm really looking at Let's scroll down. Tyson Chandler and Robin Lopez, man. Pretty much value guys. 27 minutes a game. I think he got fouled out in that game, so didn't really wasn't beneficial for him. So, uh, and then Tyson Chandler, man, who might see a bump in minutes with Alex Len being out, so he might get 30. So that. Oh yeah, and Greg Monroe, man. Greg Monroe, man. These are basically the only three centers I'm looking at. If you can guarantee 32 minutes for Greg Monroe, I'll basically put him in my lineup because I need to pay up somewhere. I'm not about to have a bunch of value, so I'm gonna try to scrap together a lineup right now. I'm gonna clear this. See what we can get though. I'll try to go with some value right off the bat. We'll fade Westbrook for now. Go Kyrie, uh, Drew Holiday. Let's see, Giannis, Lou Will, small forward. Go. Let's see how much. Let's see how much we have to spend. Then we go K Love, Ryan Anderson. Then we got enough for Greg Monroe. So it's pretty much a lineup I like, man. I don't like having $3 though. It's kinda scary right there. Even though they all can have value. Let me take out Chris Middleton. Let me see. Uh, Damn, Ryan Anderson and Kevin Love. I don't know if I could turn down that value. Uh, let's see. I gotta keep Kevin Love and Ryan Anderson though. Greg Monroe. And the only thing that's really gonna save me is if I upgrade to Westbrook. Shabazz. Let's see some. It's kind of hard putting these guys together. True Holiday, Johnson, knock it down, great. Tamanta, that'd be pretty good as well. Let me see some now. Kyrie. Who can I pay it for? Nah, Jimmy Butler's leaving too much on the table. We go back to. Oh, I'm not even gonna shoot guard. Got Monta Ellis. Shabazz. What can we do with Shabazz? How much do we have to upgrade? There's nobody around that price point. Alright, let's downgrade Monroe to Lopez. We got 10-3 to spend. Let me see. We'll go to. Let me see what that Boston game is projected at. 100 to 99, so Melo will have a great game there. Probably has the best matchup, so we go Melo. 7,300. You can get Zebo. Alright, I can mess with this for a tournament, man. I think all these guys will be low owned. Maybe with the exception of Drew and Kevin Love probably be low owned. Maybe Zebo has some recency bias ownership, but I don't really care, man. Let's just enter this anyway, though, man. Yeah. With that being said, man, thanks for watching, man. That's the lineup. I'm probably gonna roll with for a tournament, man. I might mix and match it again in a few hours, but that's what I'm liking, man. That being said, man, like, subscribe, man. Appreciate it. Peace.